I think we have to start by talking about the goalkeepers. Senna Lammens joined the club on deadline day, or Andre Onana has left the club, at least on loan. What can you tell us about how that decision was made?
Sometimes, first of all, most of the times you have several options. One more for the present, one for the present and the future. And then you try to get the right guy. What is possible, what is not possible, what is best for our moment as a club. And we did that. And Lemons is a young guy with a lot of potential, but he's ready also if we need another goalkeeper. Andre Onana, I think he showed in Inter that he's a top goalkeeper. But sometimes things are not working in some environments, some moments. And I think we as a club and also Andre felt that is a moment to do a little change. We don't know the future, but was time to change.
When was that decision made? Because at the start of the summer, at the start of the pre-season, it sounded like the club wasn't looking for a new goalkeeper. So when was that decision made? Maybe who made it? Was that your call?
We do everything together. We are not going to do anything the other part. When I say other part, there is the manager, there is the sport director, there is the board that you have to convince, the CEO. So we try to do everything together. It's hard to talk about in football, to talk when we did that decision. We have a plan, and everybody knew that we want to address, especially in front, to score goals, and then we have different options, and we try to imagine the rest of the season, the moment of the players. We are talking with the players every day. We are assessing the market, so we knew that there was a lot of clubs after Lemons, and we have to project the future of the club, and that decision brought us Lemons.
Was there a moment maybe where your mind was changed?
No, it's not about the mind. Of course, if you ask any manager, you ask me a lot of questions today, in the next week, the answers would be different. Not the path, but the way to get the same destination is going to be different. And then you have to look at the performance, the moment, and you saw the last game. It's not about the last game of Andre, but
so it wasn't like you watched the Grimsby game and thought, right, that's it.
You can feel the environment, and then we look at the young talent like Lemons, and we went for it.
Why do you think sometimes, and this is not just about Andre, why do you think sometimes it doesn't work for a player? It feels like it's happened here more than anywhere else recently, not just in your reign, but a player will be fantastic before they join Manchester United, maybe fantastic afterwards. I don't know whether it's the stability of the environment, the size of the club, but sometimes it just doesn't feel like it works for a particular player here.
First of all, it's not just the pressure of Manchester United, but it's a different club.
Yeah.
And then I think we are building a stability, a base in the team, to try to help these new players to be better, especially in the beginning, because the first image is really important. But if you go back in the past, this club had a very good base with Roy Keane, Gary Neville, all these guys. But I remember guys like world-class players like Veron had problems.
Yeah.
We had a situation in the past with the goalkeepers. We spent a lot of time trying to get the right goalkeeper in the past, and then Van der Sar came and was like a different player in that position. So it's not something that is happening now. It's happening now because we cannot win a lot of titles, and that it's even had more pressure to every player. But we had these moments in this kind of club. So we will try to build a stability and a base to help all these players, and we are building that. So in this moment, it's really hard for different players to adapt to this club.
So who's the next Van der Sar? Who's the next?
That's this week. I hope to see Altai doing well like Van der Sar, and then in the future they have to fight for the place. And I think we as a team can help the goalkeepers also to be better. We are doing that, I think, because we are more dominant. There is no like a lot of opportunities from the opponents, and we are struggling in some moments like set pieces, like throw wins, and we can do better to help our goalkeepers.
Overall, at the end of this transfer window, do you feel closer to your Manchester United?
It's going, to tell you the truth, it's going to take time, but we are better. I can see more in my team, a lot of things that I like. Most of the things that I don't like in my team sometimes is more mental, because I know the quality is there. We can do better. We proved in different weekends. But to talk about the market, I'm happy because I think if you put any coach in my position, he can work with Benjamin Sesko, Cunha, Brian and Lemons. So that is really important for me as a coach, to be in the club, to bring guys that I think any coach would like to have them in their team.
So you faced City 3 times actually last season, twice with Manchester United, and obviously in your last home game as Sporting Lisbon manager. I just wonder, like, if you could go back, speak to the Ruben Amorim who was on the touchline for Lisbon that night, tell him what was ahead, what would you say?
No, it's hard to go back. I think I know I'm better now than I was, and I was in the very good moment in my career. It's funny, but I think I'm a better coach now.
How?
Because I think I understand better the game, especially in Premier League. I know what to do. I have more options in my head, the way of playing. And again, football, sometimes there is no explanation. It should be 3-0, 4-0 at halftime. And some moments, a little bit of luck can change your life, a game, the momentum. So I think we play better against it in the other 2 games than with Sporting. With Sporting, we had a little bit luck.
So for the United win at City last season, best moment? Was that the best result of your time in charge so far, would you say?
No, I was not the feeling at the moment. We need that win really bad. It was an important moment, a good feeling, but I think the best moment is connected with the worst moment. The best moment was to reach the final, because it was so important for us to win a title and to go to Champions League, for example, and then it's connected with the loss. That was clearly the worst moment and the hardest moment as a manager in my life. So the best moment was the last game against Athletic Bilbao. That was the best moment because we reached a final.
But had you won that final and been in the Champions League now, it was something you talked about last season. Were you ready for that?
No, I think it's hard for the fans to understand, some people, some pundits to understand that, because that could bring us more money to spend, to change a lot of things in the team, more games to rotate the team and for everybody to be happy, especially in the club like this. But I think we need time, and we need time to train. So for me, it was the best thing of losing, if there is a best thing of losing a final, was that time to improve not just the team but improve the club.
So how do you use that extra time? I think you've got 3 games September, 3 games in October. How can you put that extra time on the training pitch with the players to use?
You can work on and I think we showed that a little bit in the games. We play better. We are more dominant. We create more chances. We avoid more chances from the opponent. We are going to use every minute to improve our base, our way of playing, for them to have the adaptation, for them to understand every detail of the position. Then last year we reach a moment that you play a game, but then you cannot analyze with the players in video, whatever. The last game, the last mistakes, we had to play and then just focus on the next one. And sometimes I felt that you cannot improve in that way. You are just surviving, just preparing the next one. And nowadays you have a full week to put like a schedule, like you show the mistakes from the last game. Now you are showing what we did well in the last game, and then we have more 2 days to focus on the strategy for the next game. So I think we need that time.
I probably should have asked you this question earlier in the interview, but you did say, I know you were emotional after Grimsby, but you said these 2 weeks would be a time to think. Was it a time to think?
Yeah, of course.
A time for conversations
All
with
the
the
time,
people above you?
all the time. And I spoke with Jason and Omar, and I watched a lot of games from our team. I spoke with the data guys to see what we can improve, where we and at the moment. I saw the games against City. We played in a different way in both games. So I used all this time to try to improve the team and try to improve the club.
And were they happy conversations? Because actually you talked about the data. The data's good. From everything from shots faced to expected goals.
I know, but then you get more frustrated. If the data is good, we should have more points. But it's a good way to show the players, but you cannot show the players the data, just the numbers. You try to put that in players' language. So
What is that? What's players' language?
Simple. I was a player, so I can talk.
Yeah.
It's simple things. It's to put big information in simple things, in simple sentences. And sometimes with image, it's easier for the players. So the language is different.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ruben.